Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Tabletop Gaming. We're back with some more D&D. Last time we left off, oh man, shit went south real quick when it came to a
Oh yeah.
vampire and our group. And Otto needed to walk away from an innocent about to get killed, and he's not happy about it.
None of us were happy about it.
Emotional damage. Just the way we like it. So, yeah, we apparently are currently on a page with lots of scribbles and notes. And
Anything in black is Kyan's hit list.
the hit list, eh? You say your hit list, or you're the target on one of their hit lists?
She plans on dealing with the rest of these shits, and then the reason asshole for last.
Right, okay. So, yes, last time you kind of figured out how to sail the ship. Or at least well enough to get away from the island, but unfortunately with a unwanted guest.
Really wish that suggestion went off.
And upon finally maneuvering the ship into the shallow waters at the edge of the marshlands off the coast, you depart the ship. Unfortunately, as you said, leaving effectively the innocent person behind, as the vampire that came with you had no intention of leaving their work undone. And we'll take it from there, I guess, because there were some disgruntled people that were not happy with their moral dilemmas.
Otto immediately shrugs Zoho's hands off his shoulders and walks off.
If I recall, we left off with Zoho having run off.
No.
Yeah.
Otto's using Mold Earth.
What? No.
No.
Zorro bolted. I remember that.
On my end, it was you were leading me away from there, and then we just cut there.
Okay.
I tried to cut when you departed the ship,
Yeah.
and then people started muttering and stuff, which is why I'm saying we're going from that point. That way I know what people were muttering in their disappointment and whatnot.
Honestly,
to the
like,
Marklands?
yeah, honestly, your description works. It's just, yeah, I wouldn't let you touch me, or, I mean, my character wouldn't let you hold on to me for very long before he was just done with it.
Yeah, Zoho, after Otto shrugs off his hands, just looks away and just runs off in a random direction into the woods.
Otto pretty much
Okay.
does the same, but walking off.
Okay, so people don't understand what a marsh is.
Oh, I'm aware of what the marsh is.
I thought we pushed ourselves into a swamp.
We're on a
It's
path
marshland.
inside a marsh, basically, right?
No, you're in the marshland.
Oh, so we're actually walking,
leads
like,
into
ankle-deep
the
water.
So it is difficult terrain,
Okay.
as you are in varying depths of water where the ocean meets the land. And upon, I was about to say touching down, but you're not really flying. Upon departing the small ship that you were on, is like you are you're effectively in the shoreline. If it were to be a beach, you would be like waist high water when you first depart. And then as you slowly move away from, or as quickly as you can, so to speak, away from the ship. It'll be as if you're walking out onto the beach, but you don't ever quite make it to the sand, in the sense of, like, the terrain is all unlevel with varying depths and stuff. The water kind of freely flows into this landmass, which is the immediate surroundings, mainly grasses and shrubbery, which pokes up from underneath the actual water surface. It's marshland.
I think Thorin is just gonna wait close enough to the boat till he sees the lovely vampire lady, and I say that very sarcastically, disappears. He fully intends to burn the boat.
Okay, so you want to stay next to the ship until whatever happens, and I guess watch to make sure she kind of heads away from you guys, I guess?
Yep. And then burn the boat afterwards so that Buddy doesn't become a creature.
So, while you sit there waiting, what is other people doing?
Did
Yeah,
I
I-
stutter?
Did I stutter? No, I did not.
I'm just making clear. So, if I say we're at the bottom here, as in the bottom of the map will be towards the water, and we'll stick some people here, just so we have access to tokens. Foreign, you're gonna cast. And
Sure.
these are the
Oh
people that
shit,
are
I
over
forgot
here.
I changed it. I can't do that anymore. Ha!
So I'm like down here, basically.
So
I
you'll basically
regret
be just
changing
off
my
the bottom of
spells.
the just below the bottom of this map. We'll say is where the ocean line actually fades into the marshland.
I was gonna do
Okay.
water. Oh, go ahead.
Bit of like you. We'll say foreign. You step back from the ship far enough so that you're not just sort of like waist deep underwater.
Okay.
I was gonna cast Water Walk, but I forgot I changed that spell.
And so people were seems that people are not happy and heading in possibly different directions.
Yes.
Yes.
So, as I said, saying the bottom of the map is where the sea is. We'll do Otto first. Which are you heading in, like directly inland,
Straight
down the
north.
coastline, blah blah, straight north in relation to the map?
Yeah.
So you're gonna slowly.
Half speed,
Alright.
right?
Yeah, I don't. I just want to quickly grab a squiggle. So you'll be heading inward
Yeah, and I
at
can only.
at a steady pace, as in you're not dashing or anything like that.
Nah, he's done with overexerting himself. He wants to leave. And he's very somber about it. He doesn't want. He's not gonna reply to anybody. He's just walking.
Okay. So, not happy about what's currently happening.
Yeah.
I'm feeling. I feel like. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're feeling like you're forced into leaving when you feel like you should be staying and doing something.
He kind of feels betrayed. Like, he knows what had to be done, but he didn't want it. He was like one of the only people who, in his eyes, who didn't want to let it happen, despite limitations.
Okay. Zoho,
Hmm.
upon exiting the boat.
Yeah, he doesn't care how much the bog's gonna weigh him down. He's just dashing. He just wants to get away from everyone else and just be alone with his thoughts.
So in
You
this
can see
general
us.
direction. In this general direction.
Yeah, before
you're very
anyone can try to stop him, he just bolts.
Okay. Handling things slightly differently. Cayenne.
And being the first one off of the boat, she at this point would have been at least farther in. Just to be away from the boat as she just does a scrim.
Graham.
Because I get one of those per
Maximum
long, short.
damage.
Some shrubbery and some trees are going for us. Going for a ride.
So, it's pretty open. I think Otto definitely would hear you, because you didn't get that much of a head start. In the sense of a few moments. So Otto is from over it, to your one side, it's like you just hear this scream being let out.
If
So
it,
how you
okay.
hear it as you're moving in you're kind of heading in the opposite direction behind you. You hear this. Is it a scream of despair by chance?
It's a scream of anger.
Oh, an angry scream. Bit over the top, but okay. So you see him. So as you're standing there watching far, and you see you probably turn around as you hear the angry scream behind you, and see that your group of companions seem to all be heading off, not as one, but a broken party.
Cayenne would have stopped where I have her placed.
Okay. After only a minute, you see the vampire check over the bow? Bow is the front, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Looking over the bow where the ship has stopped, sees you standing there and the others walking away. She kind of shrugs, looks at the surroundings as a disappointment. She's not really impressed with where we've landed. But she disembarks the ship and seemingly begrudgingly wades through the water until it's shallow enough and starts heading what would be effectively the beachfront. following the ocean line.
Okay, I wait till she's out of sight, and then I wait a couple minutes after that.
Okay, so unless anyone else unless Otto and Zoho are planning on stopping anytime soon, you're going to probably get a fair bit of distance.
Yeah.
As Thorin waits patiently for her to leave his eye line. Takes a good 10 plus minutes for this to actually, for her to get far enough to start disappearing into the horizon from where you are.
Good.
As this is all, as the marsh itself is all low-lying shrubbery. And so, what do you do?
Well, as I don't want to leave the corpses there to be used for something stupid, I am going to use this on the boat in the hopes of setting it on fire. I want this sucker to burn.
From where you are?
How far away am I from the boat?
You're
You're
standing
within
beside it.
range. I'm just asking, are you actually doing it from where you are? Or from upon the boat, if you're going to check the
Well-
you said you want to check the corpses first, right? So
No, I didn't want to check the corpses. I just want to make sure.
make sure they burn.
Yeah, so that she has nothing. So I'm gonna get a bit closer and then use it.
So upon launching your firebolt at the boat, your aim is good enough. It's that you can hit the broadside of the barn when it's in front of you. It doesn't seem. It leaves a mark, but it doesn't seem to ignite.
Well, it's not one of those boats.
And it seemed to have slipped your mind for a moment in the current circumstances. Why are you throwing a firebolt at something that's soaked in water?
Well, boats back in the day were held together by pitch, which is incredibly flammable.
Yes, but the boat is currently sitting in water with the waves batting against
I
it.
agree, yeah.
I don't really have anything else that I could use to do anything with with this. Thorin, as it didn't work, is going to go back up to the boat and remove the corpses and bring them to shore. If we can't burn the boat, he's going to burn the bodies at the very least.
Okay, let me just be a bit more clear. Wet things don't tend to burn so easily.
Oh.
You don't have to do
Oh,
all
true.
this effort of dragging corpses and stuff off. You probably just need to get on the boat and make sure the fire starts somewhere dry enough so it takes.
Okay, then I get on the boat, I tear down the sail, fold it, put it in the middle, and then go to the bow so that I can jump out right away, and do it again.
Okay, so you loose the sail so it drops to the deck, and then using your magic you set the relatively dry sail and make sure it's alight and starts to burn as you then disembark the ship again. As the fire slowly starts to take hold of the sail. It slowly starts with a small plume of smoke that slowly starts growing as it slowly spreads and you start seeing the flames kind of peak atop from where you currently are over the edge. Making sure that the fire itself is going.
Okay.
So this is going to take we'll say about 15 minutes has passed from when she left the ship to now.
You're talking about the vampire, right?
Yes.
You have you been running this entire time? How long do you feel like you'll be running, Zoho?
I'd say it'd be about an hour before he finally stops. Or rather 30 minutes before he finally stops and looks around. He's a lot of breath.
It's hard work running through this terrain.
And he just finds a tree and just rests up against it.
Replace tree with shrubbery and we're alright.
Yeah, he's just mentally kicking himself in the head.
Upon sitting in a thin layer of water that...
But he's trying to find a little bit of dry land.
No, that's why I'm saying a little, like, muddy sits in. There is no dry land here. Uncomfortable sitting, like, you effectively sit yourself in a shrub. Keep yourself up as best you can.
Damn it. Damn it. Sabakaze, are you there?
Always here, unfortunately. Being in a sword is not really as free as one is used to.
Can we spar? Like back in Kanori, right now? I need something to take my mind off of what's happened. Please.
I suppose I can entertain this for a while.
Thank you. His voice is soft, a little cracked.
Okay. So apparently you're going to be sparring with your against your own sword. That's gonna be fun. Sorry. It's meant to be emotional right now. I should not be laughing, but the picture in my head made me go, lol. Kyan, have you... I'll just quickly flip through other people.
Go ahead.
Kyan, are you just kind of like standing there, letting out one scream? What's going on after this?
Cayenne
Release.
after the first scream would start trying to calm herself down, breathing and thinking for essentially pulling the spear off of her back and just holding it in her hand and at it. At what point will any of you tell us at least halfway good information?
Is this a question to Farah?
Yes, she is implying specifically around essentially anything we know, but they keep being dodgy about. But in this case specifically, it would be more in regards to this extra blood. Because she doesn't know what it is,
Okay.
but
Questions?
Please.
What questions? Many questions. Many questions, many answers. Maybe? Who knows?
do you know
Question.
what the blood in me is?
Blood in you? The blood is no longer in you. The blood is now in there. We took the blood. We took it out of you because it wasn't your blood. Did you get that?
I'm trying to process that because I thought the blood was left in Cayenne because it might have been important. All the elemental aspects that she was attuned that she had that wasn't in line with Far got put into Noms.
Yes, not your blood. I
What?
take your blood in you. Some left over. Not your blood, out.
Is it dragon's blood? Because some of what I've been able to do has been very draconic.
It's not yours. Was not yours. Did I tell? Did I not?
Whoever is after me, I'm assuming wants the blood. Knowing what it is would be a lot more helpful in the long run.
Blood is mixed. Much blood. Not yours. Unstable. Arguments. Argues in the blood.
I love how you're presenting Farah as very erratic and crazy.
I don't know. It beats yours.
Horny dwarf.
Trying not to laugh at the fortune. But it doesn't work. I laugh every time. So, blood not yours. Take away, you take two. You're not vampire. Don't worry, you're not vampire.
No, I'm not a vampire. I apparently made of ooze, and I've only known Cayenne sighs, just closes her eyes and just looks up. not knowing what to say because she doesn't know if she's getting an actual answer or not, because no matter how hard, no matter how many times she's tried to get information in from far, at least in regards to dragons, because we've seen one of our missing part members was raised and is the companion of one.
That's them, not you. Who are you? You know.
Cayenne members be in a human, specifically a profile, a short human with green eyes. She doesn't remember anything before waking up, and bits and pieces of between her gaining a new family and then having to flee the town has been foggy. She would state this and just reiterate, that is who I am. This entire thing with blood is different. I don't even know when I became basically living ooze. She would tell him that.
Interesting. I cannot say. But you may know. And now, blood under control. Can I have everyone roll a D100? Who am I missing? Missing two.
Mouse and Josh.
Well, I'm just waiting until Faye's done.
He asked everybody to
I
roll a
want everyone to roll a
D100.
D100.
Oh. That's that. Meh.
Mouse? Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Nothing.
That was so close to one.
That was very close.
$289.
What?
289. One is you. Blood. 289 blood.
What?
Came to conclusion, 289 types of blood.
Kaya is now just... What do you mean 289 types of blood?
289 types of blood inside of you. Chaos. Is it a blood? It shouldn't be there.
Apa?
Great. Well, I know I have in touch 289 people.
That sounded so wrong.
I
Touch.
touched them with its hand.
Well, the only thing that Kyan would think of that is actually at least pull in the blood in some sense would be this in some regard, but she does remember or doing that to 200 to that amount of people, or even animals.
Good, not all people. Some people, some not. One blood yours. Second blood yours.
Did you just imply there's 2 bits of my blood in me?
You asked about the blood.
Yeah, because Kyan is assuming all of her warlockness is coming from the blood. And the fact that she's able to yell like a drag in some regard would imply that there's also dragon blood in it.
You know what you know.
Yeah, which is very little.
But the blood there now. Stable. Or at least that blood's stable. That blood not so stable. We fixed that.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome. I should probably jump to someone else now.
Yes.
Otto, where have you been?
He's going to lose his patience with how little distance he's gaining, and can't click that apparently. Okay.
Oh, sh.
Oh, that apparently broke. This was working when I did this the other day. Now it's broken.
Not hard to fudge numbers. What's the normal
Oh,
pool?
wait. Try ticking the modifier box first.
Ah, okay.
That might be why. So make sure you got the form you want selected first. Now try clicking it.
Nope.
Did it still come? Wait, no? What? Okay. Technical difficulties where I try and figure out what the fuck I paused up. I just not copy and paste it correctly.
Maybe the coding structure is different now?
I renamed the cheats before I put it in. So, does it do it for all the other ones? Just come up 0?
I don't know, I can't do it while it's in edit mode.
Right, hang on. Click bear traits first, because I know I did that one first. So the bear one worked, the raven one did not. Okay.
I still had the giant raven check marked when I did that, though. That would explain why its HP is so low.
Yeah, because it has lower HP, but I'm thinking I copied and pasted something from the bear form wrong. Because I did that first and then copied and pasted, so I might just be missing
Syntax error.
might be a syntax error. Okay. Replace that bit with a copy of the bear one. Try now. Hey! Yeah, syntax error. Easy fix. I must have just like missed copying the comma or something at the end.
Okay.
So Otto turns into Beak Burb.
Yeah,
Not liking being held down by the...
he doesn't like being wet for very long. And he's absolutely sick of the sea at this point. And he just wants to be free right now, so what's freer than a bird?
Fly away!
Brand new gust of wind. I mean, what?
Motherfucker! So he gets a bird's eye view of everything.
I think that might be your last wild shape for the current time being, because you...
Right now it's labeled as they're all full, but let me double check
Yes,
my
because
old
I
sheet.
said that as default, but you used it twice when you... once or twice this day already?
Yeah, sounds about right. I could
Because
just burn spells to get more, but yeah.
Oh no, wait, you get back on a short rest, don't you?
Yes, he does.
I didn't get the rest.
You didn't get the rest. Okay, so yeah, I shouldn't have put it back to max. Because you didn't get the rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was the helmsman.
I know you got enough to do it. So you turn into a WoW Raven.
And yeah, among other things, I'm also looking for like solid ground. Not this marshland.
Still heading in the direction away from the coastline.
Yeah.
Size selection. Okay, you correct for size. And then you get plus 16 on top of your whatever you had before. Check I copied that across properly. I did not. Okay, so 56 plus 16 is
74. Oh, 72, 72, sorry.
so you are a bird, and now you are no longer get my little note scribbles again. Wrong, different color, but whatever. Fly.
Go back.
So you take. Do you? Are you going high, low, medium? Like.
High enough to see details to see if I can't like find like a proper shore from a basically high enough that I could see more, low enough that I could actually see, because a raven's eyes aren't as good as say a hawk's.
So basically, you're getting fed up with being bogged down, not making much progress in the marshland. So you take on your bird form, start flying at a greater pace. Still heading in the same general direction away from the coastline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Sounds about right. You would do that after the 15 odd minutes that Foreign waited. 10, 15 minutes of trudging and going, yeah, I've had enough of this. Then
Yep.
taking to the sky. So we'll come circle back around to you. Foreign, as you are checking the... Now you can see that the ship is clearly starting to burn.
Yeah. Dwarf man.
Josh?
Yeah.
After you make sure that the ship has started to burn and is going to go up, what are you doing next?
I'm going to proceed to follow after everybody.
They all went different directions.
The only one potentially visible is probably Cayenne.
If Cayenne did not go that far, you can probably see Cayenne standing.
Then I'm gonna go after Cayenne to start, and then figure out the rest as I go, because that's the best I can do.
I mean,
right
he
now.
might see a giant raven in the sky, but that's about it for me.
Billowing wind is the only hint I'm giving.
That can't see wind
Yeah, but
though.
you got you would have
You
got
can feel it.
you would have got as far as the vampire at least easily, considering you have a higher move speed to begin with.
Yeah.
Thorin is going to make his life. Oh wait, no. How many slots do I have? Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, Thorin is so old now.
Thorin is gonna cast this on himself to catch
Give
up with.
himself an extra 10 foot to try and
Catch up
wade
with
through.
More like an
Yeah.
extra 5.
Well, I can't use kinetic jaunt.
Doesn't last long enough anyway, does it? Yeah.
No, Longstrider does kinetic jaunt. No, I think they're both an hour.
It's almost like I shouldn't have gotten my water walk.
Oh no. Concentration up to 1 minute. Longstriders and
Yeah, kinetic
Hour.
jaunt's more for. Kinetic jaunt's more the sprint. Long strider's the marathon.
I
Okay.
regret getting rid of my water walk.
well.
Oh well.
Okay, as I can tell, we're Cayenne. Shit, I might have
Yeah,
to zoom
so
back in because I'm so
You
far.
you wade the rest of the way into the actual shallows where it's difficult terrain, but it's like ranging between your knees and your ankles. As you slowly dredge forward through the low-lying shrubbery and grass that is all its roots are buried in the salt water.
Do I see that I'm getting close to Cayenne?
Well, unless Cayenne decides to suddenly move away, yes, you will be heading
How
over
far?
to Cayenne.
My movement speed would be cut in half here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think they only went a couple of minutes away from the ship before they
I'm just trying to
Let
remember what.
anger cry.
I think. Hold on. What was it? My base movement speed is 35.
This is not to scale right now. This is just background and sketching.
So basically, just start moving
Move
my
yourself over to Cayenne unless Cayenne turns around and that goes, no, I actually ran a mile away,
token.
which I don't think they did.
When I get close enough, I call out to Cayenne. I really don't want to get dragon roared to death accidentally, so...
Well, you're fine, because the only one I could do for free is first level.
Thorin doesn't know this. Thorin didn't even know you could dragon roar like that.
And I don't really have any other spell slots. Except
Left.
for one, yeah, except for one warlock, so
Yeah.
unless I could trade that one warlock in for 5,
I trade that one spell for 5 so I can blast your head off.
Well, I call out to Cayenne. Do I get a response?
Cayenne sighs and Turns to look. What?
Thorin looks a little sooty and very unhappy. just gonna say that for context.
And also
Uh,
soggy.
Yeah, he points over his shoulder and simply says, "I burned the bodies." You see a plume of smoke starting.
Well, started at this point.
Yeah.
The ship is on fire.
This ship is on fire.
I'm gonna proceed to go. I'm going after Zoho next. I'm going to let Otto cool down because I think he's not going to trust us again for a little while. And I don't blame him.
Well, I wouldn't trust us either. Sadly, he's going to have to, because me and Zoho are sick, and he has something else, by the sounds of what that bitch said.
Thorin just looks at Cayenne. At least I made sure that she can't defile those innocent corpses.
Yeah, well, we have the issue of what has she done to the town.
I just look at Cayenne. I doubt she did anything. The townsfolk have nothing to do with her home. She was only after the people who knew. Thorin.
Cayenne motions to the boat. The boat drive? Got caught up in it.
Yes, because she needed him to get out there. And because he might have known something. Thorin scrubs his face with one of his hands. I don't want to think about the town suffering the same fate. I'd rather think some good came out of all this. That's fine, Zoho. I need to figure some way out to get us to my town. It's the closest place to here. And I might be able to do something about that monster's curse. Do you think you can find him? I can't exactly move fast in this muck. Thorin lifts a boot up and shakes it off.
Yeah, well, I'm still relatively tapped. I would be able to fly us, but I don't have the energy.
Which way did he go? Did you see where he went at first?
You would have been the one to see that. I was already off the boat.
Do I remember which way he went?
You know he went which rough direction he went in. Assuming he went in the same direction, like, didn't make any turns.
Thorin just looks at Cayenne. I'm going to wring that she-vampire's neck when this is over.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to ring multiple vampires' necks probably before we get to her.
Oh, don't worry. I have an idea of how to deal with that.
Big gust of wind comes blowing in.
You're nowhere near them for a gust of wind to you'd be originating from you. From the sea, yes. From you, no.
Can I use fire to cast fly?
Can you use fire to... Is it on fire's
No.
list? Then no.
Can I use this charge? is to give me back sorcery points.
No, that's not
Damn
how
it.
it works.
Well, Thorin is just gestures over his shoulder to Cayenne to follow as he proceeds in the general direction he remembered seeing Zoho run. Are you following or not?
Yeah, Cayenne would be waddling, seeing if casting Spider Climb helps in the mud.
Does it?
No.
In fact, it makes you more
You feel-
sticky.
You feel like you feel in certain as you pass over certain areas and stuff, you just feel like the boggy land underneath kind of like suction to your boots. It's like every step is hard work.
Well, Thorin is. I doubt Thorin has noticed a giant bird flying off in the distance yet.
No, he would transform far enough away that you probably wouldn't have seen the bird.
Yeah. So Thorin's just
Oh.
gonna walk in the direction that he thinks Zoho's in.
He did generally see the direction that Otto was going, and he hasn't changed. So
Yeah, the original direction, yes. If you at some point change your direction for whatever reasons, they
No.
don't know.
kept going in a
General
straight
heading
line.
from the boat, yes. That's why I drew these squiggles.
Mm-hmm.
So, and far in as you make your way in the direction that you had seen Zoho had. It's slow moving. Lifting your legs feels heavier, and it's even more so for Cayenne due to their current affliction.
Lovely. There's not much Thorin can do to help Cayenne right now.
And as you head that way, we'll jump over to Zoho, who's currently
Yeah.
sparring with pretty similar to what you typed before.
Yeah,
It's like, however, as you fight, with all your emotions and stuff built up inside of you, you feel weak.
yeah, he's
And yeah, because
gasping
you
for
also
air.
have a problem. Moving in this terrain is much more difficult than the stable ground that you've been so accustomed to so far.
Yeah.
As Sawakaze goes to strike you and you try to evade, you like stumble, hesitate. Various problems just keep arising as you, with the roots of the shrubberies, just like catch you unaware.
Yeah.
One, you seem to be finding yourself spending most of the time on the back foot, so to speak. Not because she is so strong, but feels more humiliating as you slowly realize she's barely trying compared to how you're struggling.
Yeah, he's pretty battered up from constantly tripping on roots and falling face first into mud. He's a mess. Not done.
Are you sure you want this?
We weren't
it
strong.
sorry.
We weren't strong enough. None of us were. She constantly had us on the back foot.
It totally
And
sounds
even
like...
when
Sorry.
I tried my best trying to delay her, it didn't work. None of it did. I was outclassed at every turn. She was too strong. I had to make that decision because I felt none of the others would. Otto, he means well, but he doesn't know when to quit. He would have fought that vampire every step of the way until he was dead. I didn't want that on my conscience. He just falls to his knees in the water. I didn't want a friend to die. Am I a coward for making that decision? Maybe I am. But I still want to get stronger. So yes, Samakaze, I do want this. I have to get stronger. We all have to get stronger. So that we can face monsters like that vampire. And actually defeat them. Just like in the tales I read as a boy.
Then you must focus more and grow stronger.
I know.
You cannot rely on me alone. I'm merely here to grant some assistance for now.
I know. And I am sorry for inconveniencing you. To ask so much of you when you're doing your best. At least that's what I'm guessing. The problem is me. I'm still not strong enough. But one day I will. And I hope you'll still be at my side when that day comes.
We will see.
He slowly gets back up, trying to brush off the mud off of his pants. I think this is a good stopping point for the sparring session today, Sabakaze. I hope it was at least a little bit entertaining for you. He's wiping his brow and getting mud on him.
Keep to the basics. For now, at least.
Right. And as I'm I'm guessing at this point Sabakaze disappears back into the sword.
Yep.
Once he disappears, Zoho takes in a breath, lets it out, and looks around. Now, oof, I must have run quite a ways. Which way did the others go?
Make a history check.
Okay.
I gotta ask, would he be able to see the smoke from the boat burning at this point?
One thing at a time.
Roll 20. Think harder. Okay.
Roll 20, think harder. I don't think you
It's taking a while to load. As per usual.
Oh, you just opened your character sheet.
And no thoughts, head
Yes.
empty.
Yeah.
No thoughts.
If you,
Head in.
if you double tap
only-
the top of the character sheet, it minimizes it. Or you
No
can
thoughts.
pop it out as its own separate tab,
I did.
rather
I
than
did.
constantly closing it.
Okay. History. Normal. 22.
Okay,
Thinking
good
big brain.
news. Even though falling in the mud and whatnot during your sparring, you still have a vague sense of your surroundings and bearings on where you would, which direction you would come from. Then as you turn to look back to where you came, off in the hut you can see smoke
On the water.
rising.
Smoke. Okay, so smoke is that way. Wonder what that is. And he turns to his right. Maybe this way? And he starts heading in this direction.
In reference to the smoke, you're turning right and then heading that way?
Yes, so he's heading this way.
Okay, so you're not heading towards the smoke, you're heading
Yeah.
effectively this way.
Yeah.
Fast or steady?
More steady now. His head's clearer. And he's being a little more careful of where he steps now. He now has an idea of the different levels of deepness the bog can be.
Yes, annoyingly varies. Although if you stay around the build up of shrubbery, it tends to be.
It's
more
not that bad.
Not actually solid, but it's probably better footing in the sense of your boots don't get stuck in the mud so often. But there is an increased risk of tripping up on roots. There's pros and cons to whichever way you maneuver through here. So, as you start heading that way, Cayenne and Barin, you eventually come to an area of the marsh that seems to be more worse for wear compared to the surroundings. Looks like
Does it look
some
like
of
a
the
fight?
shrubs. It looks like some of the shrubs have been like not like batted down and what kind of looks like footprints, but in the sense of something must have been maybe lying here, sitting here, unknown. Hard to tell, but like the mud's kind of like built up in various places. And
Thorin's gonna holler Zoho's name out as loud as he can. And wait to see if he gets an answer back.
Roll a Constitution with proficiency.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to judge how far your bellow can go. I feel like it's a
So that would be just an advantage roll on Constitution?
roll Constitution and then add your proficiency bonus to it.
Oh, so just a normal roll. Okay.
Yeah.
My
Let's see.
proficiency bonus is 3.
You apparently already have proficiency in Constitution saving throws. Let me just quickly check something.
We asked what my proficiency bonus is. It's just a flat 3.
Yeah, but you rolled a Constitution save,
Oh, shit.
which already has your proficiency in it, apparently.
Really?
Well, according to this,
Okay.
recall.
Oh god, Dad's going with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Bark, bark, bark,
No,
bark, bark,
it-
bark.
Frodo's howling in the background. I can just
Hang on a
hear him.
minute. Give me a second.
Yeah, he needs a Samwise to join him.
I feel like oh no, Artificer does have Constitution as a saving throw. Strangely, I never realized that. The intelligence made sense. The Constitution was like what?
Do I need to like roll something again now?
No. I'm just surprised that's the saving throw proficiency on that class. It's what I would expect from a barbarian, not a tinker.
I mean,
guess
I
it
am a
kind of
dwarf.
makes sense when you accidentally blow yourself up once in a while and things. You build up resistance to it.
Or make noxious concoctions that should kill you.
Zoho. Hey Zoho, you actually hear him.
Oh, Thorin?
Yeah, you can actually hear him from back towards the way you came.
Wait a moment. Thorin? Is that you?
Okay, first I gotta wait. Can I hear him, Kai?
How loud can Zoho shout? Can you make a Constitution with your proficiency bonus? It's a thing now. I've done it once.
Constitution save.
No,
With
just roll a
proficiency?
Constitution and then add your proficiency to it. How much
Oh.
air can you get in your lungs?
Basically, are you gonna pass out or are you gonna
Oh,
friggin'
no.
stay standing?
It's an.
Not
wait,
very
I have an
far.
Inspiration. Can
Not
I?
as
I have
fa-
an
not-
inspiration.
You do
Can
have
I
an
use inspiration? Yes. It's
It
on
would,
my
give
sheet.
you
Inspire!
it would give you advantage on the roll, yes. As Zoho doesn't realize that he just got. Zoho realizes he has inspiration, but doesn't realize he only just got it from the mic. I didn't say. That was sneaky, but yes, if you want to.
24.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you hear off in the distance.
Thorin?
A
That's you.
voice calling back.
He pulls an Aang.
Thorin!
Well, clearly I hear that. I am gonna respond with over here as loud as I can.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do repeat rolls.
Zoho follows the son of Thorin to find him. What is Thorin doing?
If both parties kind of head towards one another and like as they
Yeah, like right here.
like as you become close enough to see each other, and so like you can see both parties are kind of like there like
Oh.
fucking marshland mother.
Yeah, you guys are like a wet, disheveled mess.
Meanwhile, someone's flying in the air like a little. We can't do anything about that. Kind of
Oh.
shit.
I'd like to remind you, somebody did. You just don't know it.
No.
You kind of have to turn around and back on yourself a bit, Zoho. But you come across a Cayenne and the Thorin.
A half
A
wet dwarf.
soggy.
Everyone's wet and soggy.
My beard's not soaked yet, thank God.
I don't know. You're kind of short.
Shut up.
Oh, there you are.
You're okay, thank God.
I apologize for something like that.
Thorin holds up a hand to stop Zoho. Don't. We all messed up there. Thorin has a rather unhappy and slightly jaded look on his face right now. I guess we got a little too arrogant in our abilities since finding the weapons and our companions. Seems like we have a long way to go still.
I must agree.
I
feel
think-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What?
What the hell is the line for, Faye, that you're marking?
No, I'm trying to move the stem line, but I can't find the bit to pick it up. It's driving me nuts. I can resize it, I can rotate it, I just can't find the little.
Which
cross
line?
bit.
The one by...
I missed the end of the Y when I was trying to move it out of the way.
There we go.
Fuck it.
You got it.
Fuck it. I'll just redraw it. There we go.
Why?
I'm trying to
see it.
I'm just trying to keep some general reference of
How far the burb is.
how far the bird is compared to everyone else. Yes.
Yeah. I'm...
Keep in mind, I'm only flying in that direction to see if we can't find. I can't find solid ground.
It's okay. We'll get back to. We'll
Yeah.
get to you.
No rush.
Thorin just kind of looks at Cayenne and Zoho. I think he's tapping the top of the hammer. When we make camp, you and I are going to spar.
Oh.
I feel like I am not at the level I should be, and taking it out on the forest and this marsh isn't fair to the plants, and I need to practice. I've been using the crossbow far too much.
Are you sure you?
Yeah, you do shoot your load quite a bit.
Are you sure you want
Ayo.
to ask me for help? I mean,
I look at Cayenne. Sorcerer. Bell.
Squishy.
That too. If I were to hit Cayenne and she wasn't to block it properly.
No.
I just looked out. Please tell me he's still in the jar. That's the last thing I need right now.
nom,
You said squishy. The squishy thing replied.
nom.
Nah! Fuck out. I just look at Zoho again. I would like not to break Cayenne by accident. And I would also like not to make that little munchkin angry because I like being alive and don't want to be eaten in my sleep. Also, you're capable, and unlike Otto, I'm less concerned about you potentially taking my head off.
Wait,
Well,
why would I be concerned about him taking my head off?
No, other way around. Thorin is
Other way
concerned about
around.
Otto going into an animal form and potentially
Otto
getting his head taken off.
Oh.
Otto could turn into wolf or bear and chomp his head off.
Yeah. Thorin is trying to think about this smartly.
Well, if that's the case, what about Rill? And as he looks to Rill, she just gives him a pointed glare and goes,
No, she's just T-posing in a corner. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Blank eyes and everything.
I look past Rill at her companion, Kayate. I just stare at Kayate for a couple seconds and then look at Zoho. No. I also prefer not to be cooked alive.
I choose
so
life.
I'm technically the safe option?
Yes. But for now, I think until we catch up to Otto, wherever he is, he might have taken on one of his forms, so he might be far ahead of us. I suggest we get moving so he can help both of you. So don't think I was affected by anything that happened.
Well, person, we'll need to find dry land first before we make camp.
Agreed.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we're pretty much bogged down in this bog. It'll be difficult getting our footing, much less pitching a tent.
Otto,
No.
Thorin looks up and is just like, yeah,
No.
he's not sleeping in a tree.
There is no trees.
There aren't trees here.
Oh,
Just
shit.
shrubberies.
Lovely.
Shrubbery and wet.
Yeah, Thorin knows generally which direction Otto went. He's now gonna head in that direction. And he's gonna pull out the compass to keep an eye on which way they're going. Come
As
on.
they're walking, Zoho absentmindedly takes out a parchment and starts sketching their route. Secret
Wise idea.
cryptography.
Thorin shows Zoho the compass so that he can keep track of the actual direction we're heading.
Alright, heading a little bit north-northwest. And hopefully, if we keep heading in this direction, we should hit dry land soon. I don't know much about these swampy areas, but they can't stretch on forever, can they?
You'd be surprised at how big marshes can be, but I don't think these will go too far.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Does Thorin remember any marshes being close to his hometown?
No, your journey planned on. You had two options on your original plan to either go around the swamp or go through it, depending on.
Ooh, okay, would Thorin be able to tell?
So you know there's swampland further inland from where you are.
Is there a road?
Not a well-worn one.
So a broken up road, but still drier than what we're walking through. Good to know.
But you're not sure how far from where you are you would be. You're not
But I-
100% certain on like your. You can't pinpoint your location. You just have a general understanding of that way should be the swamp that you were planning to get at least next to.
Well, Thorin is gonna follow after the direction Otto went, which is in the direction he needs to go, and hope to find Otto along the way.
So we're going to make a turn towards inland unless other people are got any other ideas.
Cayenne.
Cayenne's only idea the entire walk to Zoho was to message Otto by sending, because I have,
Have
the
you-
ability of using sorcery points to cast my subclass spells, and in which I've done that.
I convert my last few sorcery points into messaging a bird.
He gets in response. No.
And Cayenne, like the entire, the entire time, she's figured out that she's been able to do that. But the only time that would have been a good choice potentially might not have worked, which was on the boat, telling the vampire to start walking to wherever she wants to go, leaving the woman alive. But since suggestion didn't work last time, she doubt it would.
Okay, so are you going to message Otto?
Yes, I've done that.
They did that already.
Okay. Oh, you typed in the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because Zoho was doing the thing.
Zombie ice.
Yeah.
I did read it. Don't worry.
Okay, so what is your response as you are flying inwards?
Depends. What did I see so far?
Trying to figure out the time scale. That's the first 15 minutes. Oh, would have got twice as far, so probably about an hour of flying at this point.
And I don't see anything to stand on.
I should probably come back around to you at this point, because your flying is what is it, 60-foot speed at this point, so double what everyone else is without, and that's before applying difficult terrain.
I don't even know. Hold on.
It's about a 4x difference.
Yeah, it's
in,
60
like,
feet fly speed.
distant, I think.
And since I'm not
That's
getting
why.
any demerits to my speed because I'm in the air,
Yeah, so
I'm covering a lot of ground.
so before you actually get message, you would have been able to you appear to start spotting the the marshland starts to change ahead of you in the direction of your flying. The plant growth seems to be, and the variety seems to start changing, and it seems to become more of a mix between shrubs, and you start seeing like a tree line start forming on the horizon ahead of you. So it goes more. The shrubbery, like the shrubs and stuff that you can see, start kind of like receding in quantity, and trees and things slowly start appearing until you see an actual tree line covering with the tops of them actually preventing, like, on the horizon, as if you were approaching a woodland from a distance.
So I'm not so much interested in the trees as I am making sure that the ground is dry and like standable. That's my intention right now, is reaching dry land.
So the tree cover would prevent you from actually seeing the land below it.
Okay.
You would have to, like, if you want to go and see the land over there, you'd have to keep traveling some more.
Then I guess my response.
But you'll see this ahead of you before you actually get the message.
Okay.
So if it affects what your reply is.
It is. Yeah, it does. So, I only see the tree line or actually dry land from a distance?
You can't see dry land because
Okay.
you see the tree. The tree line is going to be covering the land beneath it, so you won't know whether it's dry or not until you get there. Which is why I'm saying there's still distance to go, but you'll get the message at the point where you see the tree line kind of like is ahead of you, and you're sure it's a tree line rather than just sporadic growth.
Finland. I see that. Follow the direction I went. I'm looking for dry land. I'll meet you guys there. I'm assuming I can infer inflection on my message.
Yeah, your speech capabilities in regards to this languages and stuff you know as a person. You don't need the vocal cords for the mental reply.
His reply sounds very melancholy. That's all you get.
Okay. And pick up the pace. If he's just gone completely straight, that's where Otto's gone. He's been looking for dry land.
Oh,
Well, Thora's just gonna continue at this point.
You guys gonna continue walking in the
yeah.
towards the inland direction. Okay.
Basically, the moment I start seeing ground that I can make camp, I'm going to make camp and start a fire and just wait for everybody.
This is just my rough guidelines for time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a while. So you guys are gonna start walking in the general direction as best you can through the marshland as you go, and after you're going to actually fly towards the actual tree line to find out what's going on there.
Yep.
Okay, so probably about another half hour, not even half an hour before you, like half an hour at most for you to actually get to the edge of the actual tree line itself, and you'll realize that you'll realize that as you get here, you probably, in order to see what's going on, you probably want to come back down to the ground level, so to speak, to be able to look under them, rather than just flying over the top. Although that is an option if you want to keep flying.
I do want to check.
But if you do, you're probably more likely looking for like a clearing space,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily likely. So you want to keep flying a little bit?
Till I see enough land for me to land, because I am a big bird, so.
Well, there's trees below you if you keep flying.
There are no trees.
At which point, if you hit the tree line and you're going to keep flying above them, are you going to keep heading in a straight heading, or are you going to start, like, circling around and things?
I'll circle around, I suppose. But check a landmark to make sure I come back to where I was originally. In case I need to keep going.
So let's say you kind of like start following the edge of the. There's not like a definitive landmark that like sticks out like a building or any. Like there's no tower or something like weirdly in the middle of all this that you can see.
Well, what about like a broken treetop or something?
So, what I was going to say is like rather than necessarily going inland, maybe you kind of like head along the tree line, keeping an eye inwards for a little bit, and then kind of like looping back around and then checking back on the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make a perception check then?
Okay. With the birds or mine?
Yeah, it'll be the birds if you're flying.
Okay. Would this be with or without advantage? I can't remember.
Keen sight, so you will have advantage.
Wow, that is a really shitty advantage.
Congratulations on your low roll. So as you start, like, doesn't really matter which direction because you're kind of like planning on like doubling back.
Yeah.
Kind of doing it based on a time thing because there's no obvious landmark. It's like, well, if I head that way for like quarter of an hour and then double back and go back to see if there's any signs of either the like of dry land where you can. You're heading backwards and like backwards one way. You don't really see any obvious patches of dry land. The tree cover stretches for as far as you can see. In that, like, as you go inland, with some variance towards like the coastline. It's not a straight line. But you have no success going the one way. So you kind of like double back to see if there's like something up this way. This is just a random pick, nothing. And you can't see. It kind of looks like dry land, but it's not necessarily dry. So as you're flying this, like, along back on yourself this way, and you're scanning the ground that you can see and looking at, like, in towards you, the signs of water, like, the actual, like, water level being above the ground, it's subsiding. Although there is still a lot of the shrubbery and grass here, it seems to be above the water line.
So still wet, but a lot more
It's
stuff
still
above
wet,
the water.
but it's like it's not on the water. It's clearly muddy. It's still the same kind of like plant life and stuff here, but there's like you can't see like pools of like obvious pools of water.
Okay.
To the extent that the marshes that you were flying across were.
I'm gonna try and land on what is the biggest part of what I see is dry, quote-unquote, land. and see if my claws, like, sink in the grass or something.
So somewhere along this bit, you kind of like come down to the ground to see how it feels, and as your talons,
Yeah.
like as you drop in, the weight, like you are a chunky bird. You feel your talons like sink into the soft dirt below, but you don't get sucked in so much. It's muddy. It's definitely wet and muddy, but you're not sinking, and your feet aren't in water itself. And you kind of like look, as you look away from the tree line, you see the marshland out and the grasses and the shrubberies in that direction. And as you look into the tree line, it starts going. It fades into a much darker environment due to the canopy above. And the terrain, seeing like the ground as you look along the ground, the grass and shrubs kind of like start become completely more sparsely spread out amongst the trees, and you can see mud at the base of the tree roots. So
Trying to think of how that helps me. So you're saying behind me is the tree line, and I'm in.
if you land and you look away from the tree line, in the like the shrubbery and stuff leads into the marshlands again. Whereas if you look into the tree line, it go like.
So wait, do I land before I get to the tree line or after?
I'm saying you land at the tree line.
Okay.
You see, if you scout the edge of the tree line back and forth because you're lacking a definitive marker,
Yeah.
and you don't see any like clearings ahead, but you notice that the ground seems to be like there's less water below you, so you've come down to a land, so you can like look underneath, like actually get a look in, like see whether it's actually solid enough and not on the water, and then you like look into the dull, dimly lit
forest, and you
woodland,
said it was muddy.
like, and it's very muddy.
All right. Yeah. Otto's just sick
There's
of...
mud. Yeah, there's mud on the roots of the trees and stuff that you can see, and there's vague bits of vegetation dotted around, but it looks like it kind of like becomes more sparse as it goes into the darkness below the trees.
Otto's just sick of water in general, so he gets back up and continues to fly in that general direction until he gets a better example of dry land. He's not satisfied with just mud.
Not satisfied with mud. And you call yourselves an outdoorsy druid of nature.
He's an outdoorsy guy, but he's not a water guy.
Actually, imagine that as a druid concept. It's like you're a druid, one with nature, but you hate getting like dirt on you.
No, he hates getting wet.
Oh, so Howie Mandel.
Okay.
Just if he was a druid.
No, he hates getting wet because he has fur.
Okay. You currently have feathers.
Yes, but, you know, his base form has fur, and it gets wet, and it smells. He doesn't like that.
Yeah. Is it 3 hours you've got on a transformation?
I do, yeah. I could burn...
You got between half an hour and somewhere between half an hour and an hour left when you retake after this pause.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you keep going to, like, your time, like...
I do.
If you're aiming to be back at this point where you started at your time limit, you'd have to double back. Or you could just keep going that way until you hit your time limit.
I keep going
and
there
then you would have to
hit my time limit.
Okay.
when we're talking about transformations, animals, and time limits, all I'm reminded of is my favorite book series.
1, 30, 2, 2.5.
It's just think.
Oh no, wait, you've got 4. No, you've actually got 4 hours now because you're level 8. It's half your druid level, isn't it?
Sick.
Uh,
At least it's
so you've
not
actually
2
got,
hours.
You've got like
An extra hour and a half.
you've got like an extra hour at least, easy.
Yeah.
To work with
So yeah, I keep going in that direction.
when you head this direction. Right. Back to our lovely folks that are trudging their way to inland. Can one of you roll a d4?
I'm gonna step away for a bit. I'll be back. I'll mute up.
Okay. 2 hours of journey time is passed. And you have so far come across nothing but swampland. Not swampland,
Yay.
marshland. Otto's now at the swampland. I'm just
So
these down
we
the layer
still
because they
have a
signed.
ways to go.
So that you still got a ways to go. Otto is effectively, well, the tree line Otto found is effectively 4 hours journey for you guys on foot because it's difficult. So you're at half his travel space, but then you also have to half it again because of the environment. It is clearly an environment you do not want to be. You do not want to be here if you can help it. At a point of camp.
Yeah, Thorin's
Because
gonna
there will
keep
be-
going.
Everything is wet. On the plus side, as you travel in, the level of water seems to be lower than it was before. So rather than getting up to your knees, it's now getting like, but not coming any higher than your ankles.
Huh.
So, but due to the mud and the roots and stuff, ahead of you, around you, in the current environment, it's still pain in the ass going.
Well, Thorin is gonna keep going at this point. He knows it's not a good idea to stop. Especially once it starts to get dark. Don't want to be stuck here.
You want to know what time of day it is, roughly?
Yeah.
So, that was then people came. This is about when the boat would have landed. It's about 1 p.m. in real time. So, good lunchtime at this point.
Thorin looks at Cayenne and Zoho and it's kind of like, do you want to stop for a short rest, have some rations?
I feel like we will have to.
Well, Cayenne?
Yes.
Uh,
Wait, did I take a short rest on the boat?
Yes.
You did, yes.
I just want to check something because I think I messed up.
Whoa. Didn't expect something to open there.
Pack magic. Okay, so I could have. Damn it. Okay, so taking another short rest and turn my warlock spell slots into sorcery points, which apparently I forgot I did, but I remember doing the magical cunning to get one back.
So hit the short rest button, obviously.
You can't do the magical calling because that's once a day.
Yeah, and I did that. Then I had a short rest on the boat.
I get no spells back until I get a long rest. Yay!
So to technical, yeah, I should have had 4 sorcery points and 2, but I'm not doing that. Just gonna make it so that I have 2 warlock spell slots again.
Okay. So, feeling it's time to take a break from trudging through the mud as best as possible. You kind of eye your immediate surroundings and probably similar to what Zoho ended up doing, like to keep out the mud, kind of like find a built-up patch of like shrubbery that is sturdy enough to plonk your asses down in. If you would like to pick one, there's a few on the map. There's a lot of greenery on the map. Currently, you're sitting in a bit of not greenery.
Yeah, Thorner's gonna plunk his ass here.
So you're plonking yourself.
Right on top of this great big dirty bush.
Yep. It's a great big dirty bush. Zoho, are you going to sit in the mud or are you going to attempt to...
Shrubbery.
No questions asked. Just like Otto, we're all going. I'm
all
tired
going
of
in
the
this
mud.
one giant... All going in this... On top of this one giant mound that happens to be on this map right now. Lovely.
No.
Makes sense. It's what we can see. So, you sit down to take a short break. Hello, back.
Sorry about that. Anything
Hey,
I
hey.
need to concern myself about, or?
No,
No,
we're dealing with them taking a short break. Because
Okay.
trudging through the mud for a few hours is not fun.
Yeah, no, that's kind of why I didn't want to do it.
So, they settle themselves down on a mound of shrubbery that certainly not sitting in a pile of mud. And I'm going to guess you're going to make do with some of the rations you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, are you going in and editing it?
No, not at the moment. I'm just quickly taking a moment to check my notes.
No, if we're getting into rations, it drops down to 39 or 29.
Zoho has 9 left.
So, as you're sitting in a group who's making the best of a bad situation,
Oh, are you serious?
I would like you to roll initiative with disadvantage.
What?
Is it within 10 feet of me?
It is within 10 feet of you. So, normal? Because you have WhatsApps?
Blindside, dark vision. Yeah, because it's dark. That's why you guys have disadvantage.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't select token.
wow, that's a really high disadvantage.
What?
That That's a
I
really high
rolled a
disadvantage.
15 and a
15 and a
16.
16. That's fine.
Thorin is totally oblivious to the fact that the bush is alive.
What bush?
I fucking hate you. The fact that you said that tells me
You're the one who said
exactly.
bush is alive, and you're like, I'm like, what?
It's a Marlboro!
Don't fucking no.
Don't get
Wrong
my ideas.
Wrong campaign. Don't
No,
do that,
it's
dude.
yeah. I was about to say, don't worry. We'll deal with that in face campaign.
Dick.
Oh, lovely. So, as you're sitting there and you're starting to eat your rations, and starting to finally feel like you can relax slightly, something beneath you moves.
It's a turtle. I like turtles.
No, I hope not.
Within the shrubbery that you have planted yourselves on.
Thorin is going to invest. Oh no.
No,
not.
it is currently
Okay.
Squeaky's turn.
Inish.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I look to see what it is?
Oh, that's up to you to decide.
You want to look inside the shrubbery?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I roll something for that?
I believe that is the search action, so either investigation or perception.
Perception, because it's higher. 21.
What?
So you kind of like hop up on your feet, feeling something move beneath you, and you kind of like start like moving the branches and whatnot to try and see what the hell's within this plant that could you might have disturbed. And you don't see anything at first, so you kind of like step around to and kind of like shift some of the more of the plant matter and whatnot around. All you're currently seeing is plant. As you kind of like move branches and whatnot over
That's it?
thick masses of plant life is what you see. You still have your other action economy as well, so you can move and whatnot.
That plant is so thick.
It's very thick.
So I don't find anything in the shrubbery.
Lots of thick plant matter.
But
Kinda
nothing
smells
else.
bad. It smells real bad as well. Plant matter. Stinking plant matter.
That's it?
Yep.
I tentatively move away from this plant.
Okay. So you've had your action, you've had your move. You good?
Yes.
So, oh, it's Farin's turn.
Great.
Wait, how's it Thorin's turn?
No.
No, as in for. So, as Otto backs away, saying he basically can't see anything.
You mean Zoho?
Yeah,
Zoho,
I'm not there.
sorry, I need to move the token out of the way.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
We'll bring you back to. I can see where the arrows are. I just threw them on the DM layer because they'll get so that. Oh, I'd not accidentally fucking roll. you currently, it's like you currently get thrown from you're sitting where you're currently sitting, as the plant effectively kind of looks like it's standing, not standing up like a person, but more like raising itself up off of the floor, and what appears to be a large branch comes slamming back down on top of you
Oh no.
as it tosses you, effectively tosses you aside. You take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Me? I'm assuming that's
Oh,
me you're
yes.
talking about?
Yep.
Oh, yes. It's a black matter. And it just bites
No.
you.
You just got hit by a plant.
You've just hit by.
It explains why
Struck by.
Snoho couldn't see much more than plants.
So he was like, I should not be anywhere near this. And just jumps away. And Thor's like, hey, what are you doing now? It's been
You've been hit
blindsided.
by. You've been struck by a stinky plant.
This is... I can't do anything because it's not even my turn either.
It is currently Cayenne's
Thorn.
turn, who is next to this giant, this very large, massive moving plant life.
I probably should have stated this earlier, but do plants usually stink?
There you go.
It's a Tangela.
It's a tangrowth.
Yeah, I guess it is thick.
Oh, I was eating my lunch. I turned and looked at the thing.
The massive plant that is now much higher off the floor than it was before.
Yep.
What does the skull and crossbones attack Cayenne thing?
Remember,
Means you're
you were-
poisoned because you're contagious.
yeah, we got contained into its strength debuff.
And we need to get it cured. Shit.
Or we wait 7 days.
Wait, it's 7. Oh right, yeah,
I don't think
yours
that's gonna happen.
clears in 7 days. I forgot about that.
It's a massive pain in the backside, that.
Yeah, kinda wish you didn't use it.
We're never gonna learn if it keeps going easy.
I mean, at least you guys have to deal with that. I have to deal with something different.
And size.
Otto is currently exploring a tree line.
No, I meant my infection is different.
You're not here right now.
I know.
You're exploring a tree line.
You're right.
I guess the others linger. Acid.
Okay.
Oh, get to 12.
Dexterity save. Okay. Behold. What was it, a 12?
Yep.
As you
Does it?
belch
Does it?
as you belch up your contents of your actions.
No, I don't belch up yet. I don't belch up the food. I just belch up a bunch of acidic ooze.
Crack. Oh, is that from your upper stomach?
I guess.
He just
I
like
don't know if
he just gently separates the food so he can still digest it while barfing.
I don't know if any. I don't know.
It's
literally
not
just-
canon, don't worry. It was just a thought of like just eating and now you chose acid. Is that just you barfing all over it? Projectile vomit. Oh, this is in the middle of your rest, so you wouldn't have actually got the spell slots back yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes
Wow.
things really good.
which is why I'm only going to be using cantrips.
That's fair.
We're all only going to be using cantrips.
It's funny because if I was there, I'd be using high-level spells. I still have quite a few of them.
As a bonus action, yeah, my familiar's gonna pick out the ball and like, yep, slap it.
It's like.
He
that
throws it
is
like
a-
Tasha's caustic brew.
That is a
Yeah,
miss.
Zeka.
Sazaka,
I know.
you sure?
Are you sure about that?
No.
Okay, so they have currently sat down in a bad place.
Well, that's my turn.
Oh, okay.
Yay, I got thrown.
You got yeeted, bro, and then stomped on.
No, it just kind of like. It's not prone or anything, it's just from it, the mass kind of like gathering itself up.
Ah.
I don't think the hammer's gonna do me a lot of good here.
Well, if you don't try.
Oh, I got a cantrips.
Hmm.
Trying to remember. Yeah, sure, I want to do that.
So I'm assuming that Zyka's characters with all the others.
No, not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Because that would just make things far too complicated right now.
That's true, yeah.
Wow.
Swing.
Okay, so you're hitting it with the hammer.
Hi, I am missing something. I just realized.
Oh.
Where's my turret? I have no way of swinging. Oh wait, no, there's a second sheet for that now, isn't there?
Yeah,
Shit.
it should be underneath your character sheet.
Yeah, so for a
I'll
little
have
bit,
separate random icon thing, so we don't have to piss about with your token every time.
for a small bit of backstory, Zyka, we all kind of went our separate ways after what happened last session, and everybody's gathering up. I'm separate from the group, and I'm assuming you're about to join after this.
I don't even know what kind of freaking icon that is. I'm gonna have to find a good turret.
Yeah, but for now, it's this random
yeah.
icon.
It's an arrow.
Oh, it's
It
just
looks like
random symbol stuff.
It looks like someone praising the sun.
Recharge once a day.
What?
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
Thordrax hammer. Recharge. Oh, 1d6 a day. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say it's
I'm dumb.
it's
I'm
a
sorry.
nice buff.
Just gonna remember to friggin' do that. Actually,
Dropping
just
down the
remembered.
plate. Feel free to put this. I think you should have control of it. Yeah. Flamethrower.
Right next to me, and this sucker's eating the full brunt of that.
But it's wet.
What?
It's wet, soggy. It's wet and soggy, so it doesn't seem to be having as You're throwing this out expecting it's a plant. It's gonna burn. It doesn't seem to be
Thorin
burning.
is a dwarf. What do you want me to say?
I'm a burning.
I just,
No.
yeah, pretty much.
You're throwing
He's
out your little flamethrower thing, and it's like, hey, bleh, with fire, and it's like, I feel like this should
Shrugging
be
it
having more of an effect on it. Although it's hard to tell, you can't see a face or anything. It's just a massive plant.
You know, before I couldn't tell what this music reminded me of. Now it's making me think of Undertale.
So, Thorin, got anything else?
Nope.
Okay, okay.
I've done my action and my bonus action. I do not have more.
Zoho.
Okay. So it sees this thing shuffle up. He takes out his longbow and he shoots. That was a flub.
You just see the arrow kind of like just disappear into the plant matter. You have no idea whether it actually did anything or not.
What, both arrows missed?
No, you can't tell what damage they're doing because they kind of like just go into the plant mass. You what can't. That's yeah. It's like you see what happens when you shoot an arrow into a bush. The arrow tends to get lost.
Yeah, but with
the
slow,
Kensei thingy. Okay.
slow, what does that do again?
Reduces his speed by 10 upon hit. Oh yeah, because we got weapon masters now.
Everyone, move away from the plant!
It's a little late for me.
And as he says this, he uses a bonus action. He uses his bonus action is he's gonna use a focus point with patient defense, so he gets disengage and dodge, and he moves over here, which is going to be 10, 20, 30 because of difficult terrain.
Yep. Wait. Expansion? Yeah. Let me just double check that. Because I feel there's some bullshit monk stuff going on.
Well, yes. I am of the bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say, since when do monks not do bullshit?
I know you have
it's part of the
you
new
have the weird
rules.
runny thing, right?
No, that's stuff with the wind. Patient defense is.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do have it. It's
disengage.
just the other monk bullshit that does it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
As a
so
regular bonus
you
action, I can
have-
disengage, but if I add a focus point, I can also dodge.
So you're in the dodge. That's
Yes.
the one.
Wouldn't it be
Okay.
difficult because he's like waist deep in water still?
No, you can still take the dodge action
Okay.
to try and avoid being hit by shit.
Dunk dunk. It gets hit by arrows, and it's like,
Okay. Let's see how we do. More bludgeoning damage to the foreign.
oh,
Oh, come on.
You're closest, I'm guessing.
It's a plant.
Stop it out, Thorin!
Sake of the last
The bush kind of like flails and lashes out with vines and branches.
Oh no, it's a Whomping Willow.
Close.
No, if it was a whopping willow, it would hurt much more.
I don't know,
Maybe
it's,
I'll add
it's
that
hurting
into it.
Thorin pretty bad.
Oh, for... No!
It's Cayenne's
What
turn
happened?
anyway.
Wait, what? I missed that.
Maybe I'll add that later.
Oh. What can I say except you're welcome?
I'm gonna hurt you.
It's Cayenne's
No,
turn.
let them like that.
Reading something. I'm not a druid. I know what this is. I don't think you'll understand because I don't have that spell. Shit.
Man, it's almost like having the druid around is really useful.
Yet you don't speak with plants.
I mean, I could learn a spell that can do that, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have one
well-
right now. Actually, wait, no, I have speech of beast and leaf. I can do that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's Cayenne's turn.
Yeah. Well, my plan was okay. I could do that. No, I can't. Can't. It won't understand me.
Go back to sleep right now.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
And my body is exhausted.
Okay.
We'll do. Acid again. Just making sure. Something. Yeah, I use Draconic Spray again with acid as a bonus action and with sorcery points. Wow, that one just kept spinning. Hog 15.
Nice.
Not Pog.
Yeah, not Pog for you. And then I will stop screen sharing. And use action to disengage.
Ah, lovely. Disengaging, son of a bitch.
Mm.
Fart!
I don't have much in the way of options right now. Thorin is gonna use the disengage action and step back.
Okay.
Remember,
You can go an extra square if you want. No, wait, never mind. No, you can't, because Longstrider would have worn off. Ignore me.
15 foot.
Did you just move the
Oh.
right back as well?
Yeah. I forget. It was here, yeah.
It was next to it, yeah. You plunked it next to it.
Shit. I don't know if that thing could take the disengage action. That's the problem. This is an action.
It cannot. It can
Ouch.
move and it can shoot.
As it's already out of the flamethrower. Screw it. Ooh, max damage.
Oh. Interesting. Alright.
Did it fail the save?
No, it actually passed, which was the more surprising part.
So it takes 6.
It's like, no. it takes a little bit of fire damage.
Oh, so had it succeeded, this thing would have actually been on fire. Oh, that would have been... The more I think about it, the more I realize that's actually not a good idea.
Nope.
You're in a marsh, everything's wet.
Yeah.
I don't care. If that thing flails and it's on fire, what the hell's gonna happen?
Well, it falls on top of you. It's fine. It'll
Exactly.
stop, drop, and roll all over you.
Or it'll just start
No, back
freaking
to
out in the
you.
middle of March.
More arrows!
Okay. More arrows fly into the shrubbery.
I honestly don't know what I'm expecting.
Hopefully
try
you're doing damage. So, like,
Hope. Let's just try and keep our distance. And he moves back a little further.
okay. Okay. Oh, it's back to it again already. Yes, combat's going faster. It's slow, but it can still make it.
I hate you. Leave me
Oh
alone.
wait, because of slow, its speed is reduced by 10.
Yes, its max speed is reduced by 10. But I can still make it. The foreign didn't move very far.
I'm guessing
difficult
the
terrain.
marshlands
Does it-
doesn't
does it
count
appro-
as
does it
rough
provoke
terrain
an
for it
opportunity
because
of
it's
attack?
an indigenous.
From a turret.
No,
No, because it's still next to the turret, and the turret doesn't have melee attacks. Oh, there we go.
I hate you.
So you take 31 points of bludgeoning damage.
What?
And you get pulled in.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
it just
It like just lashes out with a bunch of vines and
It's an Avatar of the
plant
Last
mass.
Airbender.
And
It's an Avatar of the Last
Oxybit.
Airbender.
Stop talking over the DM, dude.
so you are currently engulfed by this thing. You are considered grappled. You are blind and you are restrained.
Oh, great! It pulled off the same thing as Nami.
What's your constitution mod?
Oh no! Wait, don't I have something for this?
Hold on.
You're not here.
No, not that. Hang on.
Oh
no.
There you go.
+5? Unless you're talking the actual... I'm so confused as to where to look.
What is your con mod?
+2, I think. I'm so lost. Am I looking underneath where it says proficiency bonus? to
It says
nerve?
constitution, and then I want the modifier.
God damn it.
He wants the big plus number above your ordinary stat block, my guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one that's in your face.
that's what I said. +2.
Yes.
But you were questioning whether it was +2.
Anyway.
Because I'm tired and I'm...
So you
Slow.
can hold. You currently have 3 minutes worth of air.
Oh, for fuck's
Had a
sake.
feeling that
That's
was
a
gonna
lot.
be the case.
That's a lot of time. That's a whole 30 rounds.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Can.
You just see Thorin disappear.
Yeah, you just see him kind of go into this massive plant. Oh, oh no, this is so mean.
What?
What did you do to me?
Well, you're probably gonna be taking
I
the
just
same.
read what I did to you, what this thing did to you, and yeah.
It's gonna transfer the damage just like the last one did, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
That got annoying real fast.
Yeah, it did.
And size and chucks a sorcerer's burst at it.
Oh god, this is the. If you roll an 8, it keeps. Oh, this one, isn't it? It keeps rolling. So. Wow, what damage type?
It would also be acid.
Okay, so 12.
Currently trying to make sure that it's doing the right thing and not add additional charisma damage. So I think it returned that on.
I did 12, but there's no 8, so I don't keep rolling.
Yeah, but it did. Yeah, but it did add the charisma mod, my charisma mod damage as well. So I'm gonna turn that off. It should take 8 acid instead of 12.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. And so they're gonna go walk back towards it and dump the goo ball onto it so that I can start eating it.
Not doable. You just throw it into dangerous situations and hope for the best.
Nom.
Nom's McFlubber.
It only knows one word. Nom.
Throw
No,
the
it
goo
knows
into the
two.
plant.
No, it knows 2. It knows hunger. Hungry.
Oh, you didn't notice, okay.
No, I did note. Yes, I
No,
literally
you
said.
didn't notice the one earlier today.
No, I heard the nom.
Yeah, you didn't notice the other one today. That's a
God
shame.
Yeah, because I was probably talking to Far. And it got probably mixed in with it.
Nope. You definitely didn't notice. Farid, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, what? Oh.
No, wait, hang on. No, not yet.
I swear, if this thing is trying to eat me,
So your speed is 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
oh, so it's my turn.
Mhm.
You are currently suffocating.
Sir, anything I can throw out that's gonna make my life a little easier here.
Stop thinking. The answer isn't always hitting things harder. It's not always the answer. This is something people forget all the time.
Yeah, damage types are important in D&D.
said hitting harder isn't always the answer.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say hitting harder. I said damage types.
Ah, damn it. Now I gotta
Which
change
infers
the
dealing damage.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know,
I have to
contested
double check.
grapple?
Honestly, that's what I was thinking.
Roll in athletics to try and get out.
Yeah, no. I am going to try and get out of this thing. I'm assuming it's an athletics.
Yes, you can roll athletics to try and pull yourself out of the massive
And
plan.
a disadvantage. Yeah.
No, because you do not have the what's it. It's just a straight up roll.
Ooh! That's big. Big number.
Big deeps.
Doesn't necessarily mean I'm getting out, but
And Foreign's token is underneath.
oh, I got ejected, did I?
You managed to pull yourself out, you just don't know which way you're going out other than out.
I'll take it.
So that's your action.
Turret is gonna move across from.
It's like...
I'm thinking about it because it's like, regardless of how I do this, I have to do, like, going in this kind of direction, so I don't catch Cayenne. Would I get a +2 from that, from being on the other side
No.
from Cayenne? No? Okay. Oh.
It's a save throw. So you go.
Wow.
Whoosh.
That is hilarious.
Please fail this time.
It did fail. I rolled a 0.
Wow.
Oh.
Now you understand why I was so shocked that it passed one.
Its
Wait,
dex is that ass. Okay.
Yeah, it has negative dex modifiers.
It's a pile of plant life. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Fair enough. It is on fire now.
No,
No.
it's not on fire.
If that continues, though, it will be.
It's still wet plant matter in the middle of a swamp.
Yeah. Still, eventually it'll crisp a little on the outside.
Maybe on the top, but that's about it. Anyway.
Pull yourself out, fire the turret, run away? Question mark.
I don't have the disengage action, so I'm gonna get smacked if I do that. Maybe. Fuck it. I'm moving away. I'm really squishy right now.
Oh, he moved away.
You triggered my trap card.
Damn.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you whiffed. Thank God.
Okay, for my bonus action, I am doing Step of the Wind
okay, so you currently ignore
with
the
a focus
difficult terrain.
point.
So you can move your regular movement.
I move 25 feet up, and I go smack with Savakaze.
Okay.
Darn. And now I can do an unarmed strike as an extra attack as part of the attack. I'm not sure if I'm hitting.
Hang on, let me check. I think that's the right one, isn't it? When you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it. Yes, that is that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just double checking which mastery it was because there's two of them I get currently.
And I can only do it once. And I whipped. And now
that's the whip.
I move back 20. And because
The step of the wind, you don't trigger yet. Also, the fact that it hit foreign.
Yeah, and as part of, I can say, abilities, Agile Parry gives me a +2 to AC. Because
Okay.
I attacked with an unarmed strike
Yes.
and hit.
Yes. Because you need your bonus action to do. Oh wait, hang on. Does Agile Parry require your bonus action? Just double check.
Agile Parry. If you make an unarmed strike as part of the attack action on your turn and are holding a captive weapon, you can use it to defend yourself. It is a melee weapon. Gain a +2 bonus to AC till the start of your next turn.
Okay, it's not actually it's not an action, it's a trigger. It's been a while since I memorized all this shit. Okay.
We got slashed.
You did not hit it with a bow that time.
It's like, dredge.
I'm assuming that this thing is in the mass of leaves at this point, seeing as you threw it on top.
Yep, and as it is moving away, stab. Damn it.
Jeff. Dude.
Your hand disappears inside briefly. It comes back out. You have no idea what you did.
What did I do to it? You fuck.
Sit on it.
So did they.
Oh no!
Oh no,
Somehow.
that's a bad sign.
Oh no. Okay. So you get taking a grand total of 18 damage.
Oof.
Hold on. No. Hold on.
Hold on.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
What, do you have shield?
As a reaction.
He does!
So
It's-
that makes
I-
your AC 19.
Yes.
You take 11 damage.
Oh god, I am on 1 HP. Literally. I am like, if I try and run from this thing, it still got me. So oops.
It's
Then
okay.
I would suggest
Okay,
taking the disengage next time. I don't know.
I only have 15 feet. The
Then
thing can move the
heal?
same
I don't know.
Shit.
Otto is not here to give advice
Yeah.
or heal or do anything at this point in time. It's 2 hours, at least 2 hours more that way.
Yep.
Heck.
The downside to splitting the party, right?
Don't you know you never split the party? I'm gonna be honest, this was calculated.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Can I bonus action? Get noms to shove Thorn? Would that work?
You can command your familiar as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
So there's not really any reason you can't that I know of. It's only hang on. No, it's 2 sizes larger, so yeah, you can it's still within range.
Okay, unarmed strike, shove.
I'd just like to remind you, he's got 1 HP.
Alright, make a strength saving throw.
Could I just let this happen to get further away?
You could
if
just
I know
let it
it's
happen
numbed.
if you know it's happening, but I don't think you're expecting it to happen.
Oh no.
What's the familiar strength?
Well,
Or dex, whichever.
Not enough.
No, yeah.
if
Strength or dex,
the
whichever's
familiar
higher.
if the familiar forces a creature to make a saving throw, it is your spell save DC. It would have been a 15.
Foreign just got whacked by some, like, ooze. Doesn't know why. Didn't hurt. Just, why have I now got an oozy tentacle hitting me as well as plant tentacles?
It actually felt like a shove. Like trying to push you away from the thing. As I Ray of Frost the bastard. For 11.
For 11?
It also has its speed reduced by 10. Until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so it's minus 10. What's the snail? There's my snail reminder. There's my snail reminder. So it's currently at minus 10, however, it didn't seem effective.
Doesn't matter if it doesn't seem effective. The only part I care about is it staying still.
Okay. Anything else? No, wait, you already had from a minute ago. Yes, Foreign.
Yay.
It's just like the general.
I don't know what.
Running. Disengage.
Oh no!
That's insulting.
He passed as well.
It takes
What,
one.
did it roll it? What did it roll a 12 or 11?
It rolled the whole 19.
Fuck.
4 modifiers.
So it just took 1 damage.
It took no damage.
It takes half on a success, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it took
It
1.
takes no damage.
Wait, what?
Yes. It if cold doesn't affect it,
Oh, I see. It's
if
resistant
it's-
to fire.
and if it's wet,
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I keep firing, but it keeps coming at me.
Zoho?
I feel really dumb.
No, you're not. You're fine.
No, because had I been paying attention, I could have done something. Really
right, I could move. Eh,
You could move.
yes.
Zoho.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to use Step of the Wind, but not with a focus point this time. So I just get the dash action.
Okay.
Need him to focus on me so that Thorin is not getting smacked around a lot. Oh, that's a crit.
That is a crit.
Do I roll
So
more?
that'll
Or...
be...
I don't think it calculated it correctly.
No, it literally just added the modifiers and not the roll.
Excuse me.
It's normally. Why is Sabakaze just suddenly stopped adding modifiers to the rolls? Give me a second. Has it just removed the stat from Dex?
Maybe it's under other damage?
No, it deleted the 1d8 off of the. It's just adding stat modifier instead of.
Yay, bugs. Sweet, sweet
I
bugs.
don't know why the fuck that happened. Click the damage. No, wait, the first one's a miss. It's max damage anyway, so it's plus 8. So 13.
Hey, look, it's
And then I use a focus point for this.
Oh, it can be stunned. No, that was not the bit I wanted to click. It is not stunned.
But its speed is halved and the next target has advantage. And because of the light property and Nick, I get to do this. And that is another focus point. And I'm having fun.
I'm just waiting for him to say he passed again.
It's once per turn on the stunning strike.
What?
Stunning strike has once per turn on it.
So you can't
Yes.
recast it.
It's, yeah,
Wow.
it's once per turn, but they added the secondary effect to it. So it's not all or nothing. You will always get some thing from it. You should have
Oh wait. Never. Forget that one.
yeah, that's why I put turn next to it.
So let's see.
I should
I'm
probably
from
put one.
there.
Put 1p next to it rather than.
And he uses the rest of his movement because he's dashing to be like right here. Trying to keep the monster's attention on him.
So you gave yourself advantage. So I need to do the damage for that one.
No. I did 2 strikes with Sabakaze already.
Yeah, I haven't done the damage on the one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. And then you're gonna put yourself between for it. Okay, seems like a good idea. You good?
Yes.
There's something in the way now. That's as far as it can go. I guess it has to do this then. What's your AC currently at?
19.
13 bludgeoning damage.
How high is this guy's head? Why are you always...
Pretty average, actually.
It is not.
It is. has an average to hit.
You're just rolling high.
No, it gets 2 attacks a turn. It's just only really it's only hitting half of them. Hence, average amount of hitting. It's hitting. Currently, it's actually hitting one. It's hit one more time than the average right now. If we want to go into whole mechanics. We're back to Kaya.
Right, so Draconic Spray is actually self with a cone. At least how I have it listed. Does that still count as touch?
No. It means the cone originates from you.
Okay.
Well, the effect. I think it's like you cast the effect to be able to do it. Is it the one where you bonus action and then you can keep doing it? Or are you talking about your racial one?
This would be
class.
Warlock. This would be Warlock spell because I don't have any spell slots. Nor do I have sorcery.
The Warlock one is a cone originating from you.
Okay, so yeah, I will need to change. Then on the sheet to get rid of self, just to implement cone.
Yeah, like if it's the other one, which is the bigger spell, which is the bonus action, and then you can repeat, then the target is technically yourself, and then when you redo it, it's the AoE.
Yeah, because what I was gonna
because you choose, right?
Yeah, because what I was gonna do was just bonus action in Draconic spray with noms and then get close or use it. But since that doesn't work,
yeah, it's not a touch spell.
Do I still get advantage with the smack or did Zoho use that?
Zoho used it.
Okay,
The one that he triggered.
Then normal roll
With the stunning strike he used.
Smack.
Oh! Whip versus Vines.
Oh, it's more
the duel
well. It
of
would be more.
entanglement.
Well, it would more be nomming. Then I'm gonna Ray of Frosted again. Normal roll. 24.
24 is a hit. I do not like that.
For a total of 2 damage.
Oof.
Yes, total of 2 damage.
But it still has slow
But it still
movement.
gets the effect, which is what you're after, really, isn't it?
Yep, and I'm just going to look at you both to say, just run!
Alright.
Fine.
Baron.
Josh.
Lauren.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You should have
I'm
done the thinking
not-
in everyone else's turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking of food.
Wow.
I haven't eaten at all.
Neither have I.
I have.
Cool, it's 10 to 2 in the morning for me. Get on with it.
Okay, fair enough.
Get on with it!
We could have been done like half an hour ago if we didn't keep interrupting one another.
I am going to use 3 charges from Thorjack to use Shatter on this trigger.
He's frozen.
Oh, shit! Yeah, no, I'm thinking about that now. I can't use thunder damage on him because it'll just freaking negate everything. damn it.
You were told to run. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep running right now. Correct. Oh, he's frozen, which means if I use the turret... Okay, I'm just gonna end my turn. I do anything, it's just gonna make this worse.
Okay, so
Okay. So he is going to cut and cut.
cut and punch and
He makes
Stretch.
Julian fries.
Which of those hit?
just one.
And then, as his bonus action, he is going to use patient defense to disengage.
Okay.
No, actually, bonus action and a focus point to step in the wind and get the fuck away from it. No. Zoomies. We have to keep our distance. We don't. Well, it'll be bad for any of us.
So you spent a point on the step on the wind?
Yes. So I dash and disengage at the same time. So I'm not hit.
Just checking. I got it the right way around. Yep. Okay.
You know, I actually noticed in the new rule book they have made arrows legacy content.
What do you mean arrows, legacy, and content? No, never mind, that's a distraction with the last playlist.
Same shit, different banana.
Rainy.
Shit.
No.
Oh no. They missed.
Oh. Thorn. Run.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, shit.
well, I don't remember this works, but he has eaten.
Black.
Oh yes.
That is a 15
honestly.
Constitution.
If a creature fails by
success.
5 or more, it's also poisoned.
There's a
It succeeded.
This ability has no effect on creatures that can't breathe.
Interesting. Would you like to move?
Be beneficial.
Falren makes his mind up real quick.
I thought I moved.
I
No,
am
you stayed right here.
fucking running.
No, because I should have been down here.
Also, my poor little turret.
You can make another one.
This thing. No, yeah, but I need time right now.
Okay, if I didn't move, suppose Italy, I'll be there.
Is this thing
Okay.
still frozen? Yes.
No,
Okay. Well.
Cayenne
It was
missed.
slewed and then I missed.
Is it an action or a bonus action to change it to the bow? I can't remember. You changed that in the description.
It says on the weapon.
Yeah, I gotta.
Look on the weapon.
Bruh. Oh, bonus action, so I can't hit the.
You can't command the turret.
Yeah, but in order to switch the hammer to the crossbow, I need to use my bonus action for that instead. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because if I can run and gun right now, I'm going to.
Okay, so I'm going to guess you're going to shoot it now.
Oh yeah, because I still have my action.
It's like, what do I do? What do I do? It's like, use your action.
Yeah, no shit. Piss off and leave me alone. Oh, it's thunder damage too. Pissed off.
You blast it with a bunch of energy, and the plant life kind of like slowly sinks back to into the ground where it was before. Well, effectively like it was before.
Thorin is not sticking around to find out. He's already moved. He's gonna. It's end of turn. Can't do anything. Kai, I've done all I can do.
Yep.
Are you fucking? All I had to do was slap this
Relax.
SOB
Relax.
with
Don't.
thunder damage.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It just sinks down and does.
Yeah, it literally.
what?
Yeah, if Cayenne didn't miss, it would have been dead.
Oh. So Thorin just makes one shot and it just implodes.
No.
What?
I
No.
feel so stupid. I should
What
have
do you
just
mean
done that
no?
in the first place.
No.
Wait, are you saying no or nom?
No.
Why not?
Meat.
What do you mean meat?
Ah!
Ryan is literally saying this out loud.
No.
Um,
Meat.
Cayenne. Everything alright, Cayenne?
Oh, apparently Noms is a carnivore.
As a meatitarian.
Zahos glances over at Thorin. Oh. It needs... It doesn't like salad.
What was it about to say?
No meat. I was about to say, why are you looking at foreign when you say that?
Well, they're in the same direction.
No, they're in the opposite direction. Zoho, I thought, was talking to you and said foreign. And
Oh.
confused the fuck out of me.
No. Zoho asked Cayenne what was happening. Cayenne said apparently Nas is a carnivore, and he just looks at Thorin.
Since it's a
And, like,
playful
what?
situation, maybe we should just play the slime music for this.
No, because I'm trying to end the session.
Ah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, so
You got it.
the plant matter just sinks back into the marshland as if it was never moved at all. The vocabulary is now up to 5 words.
No
take it.
meat, nom, hungry. And something else that we don't remember or have heard and didn't notice.
Fuck you.
so-
You're not coming back acid. I ain't taking chances with plants.
Okay, Angry Sorcerer. So, just before we go, let's bring
Well,
my
that was
notes
fun.
back so they're visible.
Jeez.
Question for Otto just before we finish.
Yeah.
Are you planning on going as far effectively eastward at this point until you run out of transformation time, or are you planning on doubling back to...
As far as I run out of transformation time, or I get to solid land. Whichever comes first.
The transformation time is going to come first.
'Kay.
But what I'm getting at is like, are you going to
Honestly, he wants. It's
Are you
not that
going
he
to
doesn't.
continue heading in this direction based on just
Ye-
looking at my notes
Yes.
in regards to this?
It like
As far
Yeah.
as
basically
you can before
speaking,
your
he
time
wants an
runs out,
excuse.
or are you aiming to end up back here within the?
No, he doesn't want to come back. He wants like he wants to he's using that as an excuse to basically give himself some time to be alone.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So you're actually going to end up
Hmm.
at the start of the next session. You will be 1 hour up this way, where you're basically forced to land due to transformation time.
Yeah.
And I just realized I put all that on the fucking wrong layer, so you can't see it.
Oh.
Let's try that.
Let's see here.
So I'm going to put
Okay.
and
Well, I was continuing in the direction that everybody was going in. Did I swing a right?
yeah, you'll follow for notes section. You're doing a right and following the tree line
I thought I was continuing.
because you don't.
Oh.
Like, think of this logically. You can either randomly head across the top of the tree line and hope to find a clearing. Maybe you have no idea where you are, or the fact that you don't have a landmark to work on, then the logic would be like, you know how long you travel along the tree line,
Hmm.
and obviously you're up in the sky, so you can see in like further inwards. But you said you're just looking for dry land. You didn't specify like that. Doesn't so like the only way you would be able to like navigate is like, well, if I've hit the tree line and I traveled this long up the tree line,
I
know
wanted to
that if I
continue.
need to go back, I can turn around, and that's how long going back it will take to get to where I was before.
Okay, so I misunderstood. I thought I was continuing in the direction.
Or if you want, you can say you're going into the thingy. I can rotate the arrow. And
Yeah,
that
that's
will
what I
just change
planned.
what I've
That's
gotta do.
that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to continue straight across the forest, past the forest, just pushing it as far as I can, because that's the direction that I thought we were going anyways. And whether I do find a tree line or not, I'm gonna keep trying.
You don't know where your destination is. Otto does.
Thorin does.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Anyway, I was going to continue in the same direction because I didn't want to veer off and not be able to rejoin the group. I just didn't want to be in the group for a while.
Yes, and you've made that while a good while now.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'm continuing across the forest, not along it.
Right. I'm just placing these in a sense that it makes.
Because I'd rather it be a straight line that they can actually go in and still generally find me.
You say that, but you're a fucking bird. You're leaving no trail.
I know, but as long as I keep the same heading, it should relatively be not as hard.
Okay. As long as no one moves their tokens, I'll know where we are next time.
Okay.
Mm.
Alrighty, folks, that's us for tonight. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for some Stardew Valley. And yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time for some more D&D. In the meantime, check our offline page for our schedule, and please join our Discord to join our lovely community. We'll see you guys then.
I have to watch this fucking VOD back now. Great!